So hello. Hey, oh, well, that's Jimmy. Chickle, aren't you, mate? Bless you. So hello. Something different today. This was given to me by a friend of mine who looked after Reginald Kray, who was okay. The Kray Twins were they were notorious British gangsters, although I don't honestly believe they were that nasty. I mean, not compared to today's society. I mean, crikey, I can name some presidents that are even worse than these lads used to be. But they worked around the 1950s, and effectively that they were considered in their day as being monsters. You know, but I don't agree. But they were considered as being people that weren't desirable. Okay, yes, they did murder, but then again, they were only bumping off their own kind. I mean, it was like monkeys smashing coconuts against the master. You know, it really wasn't that bad of a thing as far as I was concerned. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the politics of it. This was interesting because a friend of mine, I used to work as a paramedic, and a friend of mine who I'd known all my career in the ambulance service eventually ended up in a hospital where they were looking after this chap called Reginald Kray, Reg Kray, and he got me this book. I'll have to be careful not to switch the phone off, but it's signed by Reg Kray. You can see by how tiny the autograph is that he obviously didn't have much confidence in himself by then, bless him. I mean, and I would bless him because, to be honest, I don't think he did. He wasn't that. They're more sort of Robin Hoods than they are nasty. Over 30 years of blood, sweat, and well, you can read it for yourself. I won't tire you, but there's many films and there's many documents about these brothers. They were twins. There was Ronald, who was slightly older, I think, than Reginald. They were twins. Ronald was quite strange because he was a very tough nut, arguably psychotic. Arguably, he was Reggie's brother was arguably a nutcase. And he was also homosexual, so you know that was interesting. I'm sure for his partners, but ultimately Reg was married to this lovely lady who Frances Shea, her name was, I think. And well, she took her own life. I mean, it's a dreadful story. The whole business is really quite grueling, but one that I would like to put to the forefront of my channel, because I think that these old London lags were the backbone of our society. I think nowadays there are more people in politics that are much worse than these boys were, who are getting away with it for nothing. I mean, no offense meant. I'm not going to go. Well, I'm going to lose loads of subscribers for this one, sure. But I mean, you've got a convicted rapist and felon in charge of the United States now. You've got an absolute nutcase in charge of the UK now, who's been knighted for it. I mean, he's, you know, a rise to nuts case. You know, it's wanking madness. I mean, you've got situations where dictators are telling other people who are not dictators that they're dictators. You've got, I don't even get my head around it. Anyway, I found this book recently, as I say, on my bookshelf, and I thought, well, for all the demons that, I mean, these boys did, for the rest of their lives, they were convicted into prison. That they were taken, their lives were stolen. They spent the entirety of their lives in an incarceration zone, and for what? compared to, all I'm trying to say is, compared to today's society, they did nothing. And they did nothing wrong. They bumped someone off. I mean, how many people, has Putin bumped off? Hundreds of thousands of people. Is he in prison? No. And do you think? Now this, I'm going to get angry now. Do you think if you've raped somebody and you're a convicted criminal 35 times, think about it, do you think that you should be in a position of power? Think on it. Anyway, bless you. I'll leave you on a positive note. There's the Jim Tim chuckle. Anyway, if you want to unsubscribe, go for it. I genuinely don't do YouTube for subscribers. I'm probably not going to be alive next year anyway. I'm planning on that. But if you have watched this far, I really appreciate it, and blessings. If you support my weirdo channel, thank you so much. Blessings. Cheers. Hey.